For my informative speech today, I will be going over the process and the lifestyle of showing livestock animals. I was raised around showing. I started showing when I was in the 3rd grade. I was 9 years old, and I fell in love with it. So I continued to do it up until my junior year because a lot of things happened, like with Corona and stuff. I wasn't able to show anymore. And even though I really like it, I understand why I can't do it. The first step that goes into showing your animal is the buying process. It takes a lot that goes into buying a pig and looking for a pig, and the process that you have to go through when looking at what type of pig to buy. So at one point in time, we would go to the pig farms, and the pig farm owner would bring out the pigs, and we would look at them, look at their body build, the muscle style they have, the weight that they have on them, the way they walk, the way they interact with us personally. And depending on like their build would really determine if we bought them or not. And I prefer Hampshires over Blue Butts, but a lot of people prefer Blue Butts, but that's just my point of view. We realized that going to the pig farms wasn't really working out for us at our show because our show is so like popular, and there's so many people who come out and show there from all over the county. And so there's over like 300 pigs there, and we realized that the pig farms weren't doing us enough justice there. So we got a pig jockey, and what a pig jockey is they go to college for like an ag teacher or like FFA, anything like that. And sometimes they even go through like vet schooling, like to be a vet tech or something. And they really know what they're talking about when it comes to pigs. Like our pig jockey, he was still in school when we got him, and he went to A&M, and A&M's a really good school for vet techs and stuff like that. So what he would do is he would go to like breeders, not pig farms, like pig breeders who like do this for a living, like know what they're talking about, and he would go and pick them out himself. He would go and get like a bundle of them and bring them down to us and let us choose, like let the group of us kids choose like which pig we wanted. So that's what we decided to end up doing. His name was Hunter Bell, and like he helped us out a lot. He would come down like every 2 weeks and look at the progress our pigs made and help us in what we needed to feed them and how long we needed to be walking them. And so, yeah. The feeding process is very, like, difficult. I swear, like, pigs eat better than humans do because so much goes into what you have to feed your pig. At first, we start off with, like, a basic generic feed where they just eat, like, a cup a day, 2 cups a day as they're a baby. And then once they start to grow a little bit and get used to that feed, we will start to add like, it's like a powder, like a milk replacement, but it's like a sweet, creamy, and you pour it on top of their food, their generic food, and you add water, and that helps them eat better and stay full. So once that starts to like play into the process more, then you start adding oats and different foods and fat, and that all depends on what Hunter says. Like he literally, like he's like the meal prep person. Like he tells us each week what we need to be feeding and how much we need to be feeding and how long we need to be walking them, because walking plays into a big part of what you feed them, because the more you walk them, the more muscle they gain and the stronger they become. So they need to be eating more food the bigger they get. So at some points in time, you can be feeding them 4 different kinds of like generic basic feed, oats, as well as milk, as well as fat, as well as protein. Like a lot goes into it, and it's a very, very hefty bill when it comes to feeding pigs. The walking process, I like to start them off young because just get them used to the stick. And by stick, I mean like a pig whip. It doesn't hurt them or anything like that. I like to get them into the walking pen just so they can get used to being in a closed, big space with other pigs, and just kind of tap them with the stick so they can get used to the feel of it. And just do that a few times a day for like 5 minutes. And then I like to speed up the process, not speed up the process, but give them more time in the walking pen. And that's when you start really walking them and driving them. It goes from 10 minutes and then to 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And towards the end, before the show, they can be walking up to an hour a day. And the walking process is so they can gain muscle and get their stance done. Because walking is a big part of showing, like the way your pig walks, huge. Like, they have to look like a dime piece. And so the feeding and walking process go together. They play a big role, like, together. But in conclusion with that, showing is a very fun lifestyle. I love it so much with my whole heart. And I think everyone should give showing livestock a try. It's very fun. It's fast-paced. You can get sponsors if you can't afford it, but I love it, and I wanted to share that with y'all.